Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw here with our character, Anhasi Silverclaw, and it's time for us to meet another member of our family. Remember how I said I'd like to try and meet one every day? I think I forgot to do that yesterday, but oh well, we're meeting one today. So today we're going to meet Gabriella, who's actually not supposed to be in here. They're kind of, I don't know what they're doing, but they're supposed to not be standing here, but whatever.
Does death not come to us all? Is it not a certainty? I am therefore honored to be Doom's herald, to play some part in a being's inevitable end.
That was, deeply interesting. So, Gabriella, any advice on our current contract? Now, you can ask everyone in the Sanctuary for every main quest, the ones you get from Astrid. Every member has their own advice on the contracts. None of it's necessary, but sometimes you do get some pretty good tips. I'll show you this one, the posterity and all that.
You're being sent to meet with a contact directly, is that correct? What a most unusual occurrence. Astrid usually performs this duty herself. I can only assume she wants to test the full breadth of your abilities. So be polite and professional and represent us well.
Like here we got some insight, nothing that really helps us. Of course, now that Cicero, the crazy bastard over there, and the Night Mother is in the coffin that I'm wiggling my mouse over, now that they are here, you can ask each member what they feel about Cicero and the Night Mother, who is, well, we'll talk about her in a later video, but she's very important to the Dark Brotherhood. Again, for posterity, we'll ask her. If you want to hear what everybody has to say, you can ask them on your own.
Without the Night Mother, there is no Dark Brotherhood. The matron deserves our unwavering support and respect. Though I admit, I find her keeper a bit too exuberant for my liking.
Well, that's her feelings. So finally, the one I said I would do each day was meet a member of our family. What can you tell me about yourself, Gabriella?
What a curious question. Well, I enjoy moonlit nights, taking long walks on the beach, knitting, and unicorns. In fact, I once took a seaside stroll on a moonlit night and discovered a unicorn, which I proceeded to stab in the throat with a crochet needle. I'm a woman of refined yet simple tastes.
Marry me. I mean, moving on.
Right then.
If you haven't caught a theme yet, I'm sure you will eventually, but the theme is pretty much everyone in here is a lunatic. Kinda the whole way the guild works. So with that out of the way, one more thing to do. Let's go ahead and turn in our kills, shall we? Now, I gotta warn you. Nazir here, he's, well...
Sister?
He's punny.
I see you're back from Dawnstar. Batilda's dead, I hope?
Well, yes, Batilda's dead. I slashed her right across the back, probably severed her spine, bled out on in bed.
Of course she is. I hear the mining business is extremely cutthroat. And those hours, the murder, I could do this all day. Here's your payment.
You hurt me. Okay, Enodius Papias is also dead.
Good. And I hope you were careful in that lumber mill. Those splinters and rusty nails can be quite nasty. Your payment for a job well done.
Thank you. As you can see, up here in the corner, we're getting paid for each kill. It's a leveled reward. You'll get more money if you're higher level, but it really doesn't matter either way. Money is no object in this game, especially when you ban shops like I have. So, Narfi, the beggar, also dead.
Congratulations. You slaughtered an emaciated beggar in cold blood. You are truly an opponent to be feared.
Smartass.
Here's your payment.
By the way, an interesting fact about Nazir here, while I'm at it.
You've got people to kill, my friend. Best get to it.
Interesting fact about him. It's the same voice actor for Three Dog. So, is it just me, or does Bethesda just associate every black man with the same voice? I'm just saying. That voice actor does pretty much, like, a little over half of all the black male voices in any Bethesda game are the same voice actor. I just find that kind of odd.
Will there ever come a time when the people of Skyrim no longer need our services? I think not.
So, I'm going to ask him if he has any more work for us, and...
I'm sorry I don't. Come see me again later.
Why does he not have work? Because there's a very simple system with this guild. Do a quest for Astrid, do the quest for him. Do a quest for Astrid, do the quest for him. The whole guild goes like that until its completion. Real easy. Oh yeah, something else I'll show you? Well, I'll do it today. Last thing I'll show you in the sanctuary today. We have a pet spider here. What's up, buddy? Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood has their own pet, like a house pet. And apparently it ate Gaston Belafort. Who, well, if you search his corpse, you'll notice that he has a note here. I'll show you that real quick, since it's in the spider den. That's what I'm showing today. Here we go. Yeah, well, I'll give him more time to read it. He discovered the Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. He thinks he's clever that he found us and we don't know he's here. Apparently that did not work out so well because we fed him to our pet spider. Babette, we'll meet her another day. So then, with that out of the way, drop onto an Argonian's head and let's head out, shall we?
Go. Take care of the Muiri contract. There will be plenty more, I promise you.
You know what I find surprising? Spoiler alert. I'm going to spoil something that is not in this quest line. As in, it's something that I feel like should have been in the quest line, but isn't. There's not one contract that's openly designed for the purpose of affecting the war between the Stormcloaks and Imperials. Like, you know there's a big war going on in the world right now, and yet no one had the idea, hey, let's kill Ulfric Stormcloak and hire the Brotherhood. Hey, let's kill, you know, General Tullius. I mean, there are kills that are important to one side or the other that would have an effect on people in those orders, but there's no kill that is designed specifically to affect the war. I find it funny, personally. So I'll meet you guys over in Markarth, which is where we're going to meet Murray. See, there she is, right in Markarth, and we'll talk to her. Alright everyone, here we are in Dawnstar. Wait, did I say Markarth? We're in Markarth, I'm high, ignore me. Okay, I'm not actually high, but I sound high sometimes, I swear. So, Murray works and lives at the Hag's Cure, but sometimes you can catch her outside, like right now. Say this is a loading screen.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're hot. Because you're bouncy, and you're hot. I mean, because the Dark Brotherhood has come. That's why, because I'm here about that contract.
The Dark Brotherhood... Oh, my goodness, you're really here. The Black Sacrament. It actually worked?
Yes, it did work, because it always works. We'll explain that more. You know what, I will talk about that in this video. Well, maybe not. I'll decide later. What do you need, Murray?
What I need is for Elaine Dufont to die. I want him hunted down and murdered like the dog he is.
Okay, good enough for me. You know, you can ask for more details from clients like this. You can figure out all the reason why. You can figure out, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm a hired tool. I don't care. It could be because she thinks he's ugly. I don't care. I'm just a weapon. She's the murderer. That's the thing about an assassin. Yes, you commit the murder, but it's not personal with you, so it doesn't matter why.
I didn't know it when we were with each other, but Elaine is actually the leader of a band of cutthroats. Bandits. They're holed up in some old dwarven ruin. Raldbathar. It's near Windhelm. They use it as their base. It's where they stage their raids. I want you to go to that ruin, find Elaine Dufont, and kill him. I don't care about his friends. Do whatever you want with them. But Elaine has to die.
Again, she missed the whole "it doesn't matter why" statement I just made, but it will be done.
Excellent. Once Elaine is dead, I'll pay you. In gold. I've saved up a bit. I hope that'll do. But, well, there is one more thing. If you're interested.
Go on.
If you can, I want you to kill someone else as well. You don't have to, not as part of our deal, but if you do, I'll pay you even more. It's Nilsine Shattershield in Windhelm. If Nilsine dies too, I'll make it worth your while.
Tell you what, if you quit pushing me down the stairs, I'll kill her for that reason alone. Again, the full story doesn't matter. She offered me money, I'm an assassin, she's gonna die.
Make them all pay for what they've done to me.
Oh yeah, there was one other thing you can do here.
Isn't there some business you should be tending to?
If you say, is there anything else, specifically...
I planned to kill Elaine myself, you know. Nilsine too. But lost my nerve. I even brewed a special poison. Lotus extract. Maybe you could use it? Just coat your weapon with it. Then you get the idea.
It's actually a pretty decent poison.
Make them all pay for what they've done to me.
I will, don't worry. So, let's take care of the optional one first, because it's, well, it's right in Windhelm, makes it kind of easy. So I'll meet you guys there, and we'll take out the first of our 2 targets. Alright, here we are in Windhelm. It is currently 11:25 at night, which means that our target should be asleep, or at least in our house preparing to sleep. Well, that is the right time to strike. When you kill someone in a city, when they sleep is generally the best time, because, well, it gives you a pretty safe...
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
That's actually a pretty fun quest, but I'm probably not going to be doing it on this character. It is a fun quest, though. The butcher quest, apparently it's procced. You have to enter Windhelm like 3 or 4 times for it to happen. First things first, let the patrolling guard pass. This is, of course, the house we're going to, the house of Clan Shadowshield. The door is unlocked, which means they're not asleep yet. Let's wait an hour. How about now? No? Huh. Well, I'm going in. Oh, there we go. Now it's locked. Okay, now they are going to bed. So, it should be safe to enter and take care of our target. Alright, here we are inside. Now, this house has more than one person living in it. However, our target is right here to the left, so it's very easy to get to our target while avoiding the others. Let's make sure she's asleep first. Yes, she is. Check. I've confirmed this is who I'm here to kill. Wait a minute, that's her mother. What the hell? Why? This is not her mother's bed. Her mother sleeps upstairs. Okay, we've encountered a strange bug, everyone. This isn't... Okay, well, that's going to make it a little trickier, but nothing we can't handle. Apparently her mother is sleeping in her bed, and if that means what I think it means, this is going to get really creepy really quick. Please tell me I'm not about to see what I think I'm about to see. Okay, good. She's sleeping in her dead sister's bed. Her sister's dead. She used to sleep here. I was really worried that her mom was going to be sleeping in here with her dad while her mom slept in her bed, and then I was going to have to make some inappropriate incest jokes. But no, she's in her dead sister's bed. That I can deal with. You notice how the room is like really empty? Because her sister's dead, they cleaned the room out. You're going to see your sister soon. Rest well in the void. Man, I really slapped the crap out of her. I knocked her right through the bed sheets. Now that's a hit. But I kind of wanted to loot the body. Can I still get to the body? Oh, I can. Good. I want that key. I am a notorious key collector. Now, interesting fact. This, by the way, again, is not her room. This is odd, but whatever. We got through it okay. Well, no, I'm not going to say it. Remind me in about 3 videos that there's something I want to show you in the Shadowshield house where we did this kill. If you don't remind me, I might forget, and then you're not going to find out what I'm talking about. But it's actually pretty interesting. There's something that happens here now because of this action. It's pretty cool. So, our next target... I said our next target... There we go. Is over here. So I'm going to again go to Uttering Hills Cave. Well, then again, I probably get there quicker from... No, I'll go to Iskengathand. I'll meet you guys either here or here. Well, I'll decide when I get there. And we'll move on from there. After we get outside. Alright, everyone. Here we are outside Isringrad. No, wait. We're outside... Oh, bother. What's it called? It's called, Wildbeth, that place. Isringrad is where we came from. I chose to approach from this angle specifically because it gives me a better attack position on the fort. There are guards outside, but by coming in from this angle, you see how there's a guard there, there's another guard there. I can avoid most of these guys, if I so choose, by taking this angle to approach from. Another guard there. See, this one will be no problem. I can snake around the corner with vision by hugging the wall here and skip the first 2, meaning there's only 1 guard I have to get by. You can see the guard dead ahead right there. Now, remember she gave us a special poison that she said we could use on our target? The Lotus Extract? It's a good poison. And I actually prefer to use it on this guard right here with a bow instead of on my target because I find him more dangerous in the long run. I do that, and we wait, and the poison will take him out. Now, this guy could have come over to see where the commotion was, but I'm in the shadows, you see, and it is night out, so he doesn't actually see me. This buys me the time I need for them to calm down from the fact one of their allies is dead, and once they return to the patrol route, then we can head in safely. Of course, there are plenty of other methods I could have used to get through here, but I find this method to be efficient. It saves on arrows, it lowers the risk of being found to virtually nothing. I just think it's a very safe method to get in with. Are you kidding me? There's no way he heard me moving there. Okay, looks like he's got to go then. 2 down. Keep in mind, we are in the shadows, you can look down and see that, hence why they're not quite seeing me. Wait for the right moment.
Who's there?
Now. Ah, you lucky bitch. Try that again. Well, looks like I gotta kill them all anyway. Sometimes, using a dead body is a very effective way to get a guard where you want them to be. If I'm down like this in the shadows and I'm not moving, they're gonna have to touch me not to see me. Which, ooh, nice shot too. Right in the throat. Very good. So that wasn't quite as smooth as I first hoped, but still, 0 detections, and we got in unscathed. Nobody inside's aware we're here, so I'll take it. Let's head in, shall we? Alright everyone, we're inside now, preparing to take on our target here. Now the first thing you'll note is that there's a guard sleeping to your left here. I do recommend you take him out, because you don't want to risk him waking up when you're making your escape. Because after we kill our target, we're going to have to get out of here. So right here, get burned. It's a very mild amount of damage. Even if you had 0 points in your health, you still would not die from that mild burn. You could, of course, take a left path from the fire and avoid it. But I find it is a lot harder because there's 3 guards there, and sneaking past them is a lot less efficient than going this route directly to my target. Now, something odd to note about this, okay? There's 2 ways to kill this guy well, that are both considered the stealth way. You can go up there and pull that lever that'll fire a bolt trap down at him, but you've got to use an arrow to move him farther up for the trap to hit him. The more efficient way I find is to take an arrow and hit him from the doorway. That said, right now I have a clean shot. For some reason I don't fully understand, the arrow always curves if I fire it directly over there. So I'm going to tilt the arrow more to the left to compensate for that curve, and you see how the arrow curved, but I still managed to hit him anyway? I killed my target. Obviously his guys know that something's going on, but they did not see exactly where the shot came from. So I can quickly make my way back where I came from, roll through the fire, and that's why I killed him, by the way, in case he overheard some shouting from the guards and woke up. See, like, just like that, in, out, very quick, very efficient. There is a lot more done you can explore if you so feel inclined, but I'm a professional. Why would I go through the risk when there's no reward? I've already obtained what I came for. So I will meet you guys back in Markarth now. We've already killed the guards outside, so it's an easy getaway. Okay, everyone, here we are in Markarth. So let's talk to Muri, and let's wrap this thing up, shall we? Now, after we finish the kill, obviously we have to go back and collect our reward, let her know that, you know, the job is done and all that fun stuff. Now, where is she? She appears to be... Hold on, let me find her really quick. She's around here somewhere. Yuri. Oh, there she is. I don't know what she's doing all the way over here, but okay, whatever. Oh, she's at the market.
Well, what news?
This is not the place to be talking about this. Look, witness, another witness right there. There's probably guards nearby behind me as well. Oh, what the hell. Elaine Dufont is now dead.
Thank you. That bastard got exactly what he deserved. And I heard about Nilsine. You have more than fulfilled your part of the bargain. Please, take this. As payment, and a symbol of my affection. I'll never forget you.
Yes.
Marvelous. Well, thank you for that.
They're saying the Dark Brotherhood has been destroyed. Wiped off the face of Tamriel. That's not entirely true, is it?
No, that's not entirely true, buddy. So, let's talk about a lore topic, and then let's wrap this up, shall we? Today's lore topic is going to be on the state of the Dark Brotherhood as it is today. Now, the Dark Brotherhood has fallen into some really hard times. You know, it's like there was a time when we had sanctuaries in every single part of the world, and you know, we were just a lot more prosperous. Now we're down to only 1 sanctuary, and because we're down to only 1 sanctuary, we pretty much handle all the jobs we can find. So, hold that thought. So as I was saying, the Dark Brotherhood has not been wiped off the face of the earth. I just wanted to send that fellow down there a little message that we are still in existence and we're still doing our job. You think he got the message, everyone? I think he got the message. Let's head back up before we fall off the cliff like a retard. If I can. Come on, get up there. Oh dear. Okay, I'll just, I'll find another way down. Let's just wait here for now, then. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't know why I did that. Back in the day, we had a lot more sanctuaries. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing so hard about that stunt I just pulled. But we're down to only one now, and all the members of the sanctuary that currently exist are all the members in the world. So, in the olden days, when somebody performed the Black Sacrament, the Dark Brotherhood would send a messenger that would gather information on who they want killed, they would negotiate a payment, and then they would take that message back to the leadership, which was called the Black Hand. We'll talk about the Black Hand more later. The Black Hand would then go to they would determine among themselves which sanctuary should perform the kill, and the sanctuary head, which would be Astrid in our case, would then assign one of her members to do it based on who she thinks would be the right choice. They had an entire system of delegation where it basically a big hierarchy of bureaucracy before anybody actually got killed, and then they would pay, the messenger would take the money back to the Black Hand after the kill was done. Then the Black Hand would send the money down to Astrid, or the sanctuary leader of that sanctuary, who would then pay the assassin. It was very, very businesslike. Also very religious, but we'll get into that another day. So that was pretty much how it worked. Of course, today, because there's only one sanctuary left and the Black Hand is wiped out, there's like no Black Hand anymore. There's no listener, there's no leadership. Again, we'll talk about the listener later. He's the head of the Black Hand. So because all that is gone, it's a little different now. Astrid normally just contacts them herself and then delegates to people, but she sent us instead because, well, she wanted to test our ability, see how well we can represent the guild. And that about sums up the state of the Dark Brotherhood. So with that, I am Nosgard Silverclaw, standing in for Hossy Silverclaw, who everybody's probably staring at, wondering why this lunatic cat is hanging off the side of a cliff that would kill her if she fell. So yeah, have a good one, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helped you get through our assassinations today.